Okay, this is part 3 of making a betting system in Python. A betting system for the NFL. Um, so the goal of this live stream is I currently have something where if I have the game ID, ESPN. Okay, so just to recap, I want data from ESPN. The ESPN data looks like this. ESPN, NFL. If you just go to scores, if you look at any game, you will see this graph. And if you scroll along it here, you see that it gives you the win probability as it changes over the course of the game. And so I have this original idea. I'll just say this. I had this original idea, which was to use this win probability graph. I know that you can get the probability from odds, or odds are like a reflection of some probability. If the odds are plus 100, dead even, it reflects that the house thinks there's a 50%. It's 50-50, you know. And then there's they alter the odds so that the house always wins, so it'll be like minus 110. Each team would be minus 110. That means dead even. And so from the odds reflect some probability of something happening. And so you can take, just based on whatever the odds are at a certain time of the game, you can get what the probability is according to those odds. And also, at any time, at any point in the game, you could get a probability based on, ESPN's win probability. Um, okay, so, and the idea is that hopefully at some point there would be a discrepancy between the win probability that's reflected by the odds at a certain point in time and a win probability that is, calculated statistically here. And if you could find such a discrepancy that you can exploit, then you could have a successful betting strategy. So, NFL live data, as far as I know, is hard to get. It seems like you need a license for their API, and I can't figure out how to get one. I can't see anywhere that you can pay for one. It seems like you need to be a part of the NFL. It says on there you need to be a part of the NFL or a trusted organization or a partner organization, I think it is. Something like that. And so if you're looking at live betting strategies for the NFL, there's not a lot of live data to be had. It's hard to find live data. And so I think obviously ESPN would be one of these trusted partners. And so, okay, so you want to know something about the win probability. So, but then how do you calculate the win probability if you don't have live data? Well, you can't really calculate it if you don't have access to the data. I did use this, I mentioned this on the last stream, but I used this, I think it was called NFL Game. It's this Python library this one guy made. I forgot his name, but this other guy was maintaining it. I think it was Derek Adair. And yeah, here it is, NFL Game. I don't know. I forgot how to get to the GitHub. It's oh yeah, Burnt Sushi made it, I guess. And then what's his name maintains it? Derek Adair. Yeah, and he said so he only has historic data. His project is no longer compatible with old Python. But Sorry, I'm just reading this. 2. Install your Python 3 virtual environment. Update players, documentation, and getting help. Where it says something about. Oh, he's a bitter coder, of course, because NFL sucks. So maybe NFL Redux. Nope, that's the same thing as the other NFL game. Man, I have to just learn where he says this. Oh yeah, here it is. NFL game is an API to right in front of me to retrieve and read NFL data feeds. However, the NFL has nuked the feeds this project relies on, effectively killing it overnight. And so I think the last time this worked for live feeds is 2019, because um, in summer 2020 I was using this library to try to do a similar thing, a statistical, getting a statistical edge based off of this new metric I made, and it wasn't, I couldn't get that much of an edge. Um, but I used it, and then when I went to go try to do it live, it didn't work because they shut it down for the season. And then if you go look at the NFL API, NFL Data API Live developer portal. Oh, okay, so you could pay for this one. I don't want to pay for anything. I can't pay for anything. I don't have any money. So that's a constraint. It has to be free. Oh, here's someone asking for it. Oh. Well, never mind. I guess here you can get it. Wow. Oh, so I guess it is just games week equals 17, year equals. Well, okay, that's 2 years old. Maybe the last time it worked was 2020. Okay. Well, anyway, that doesn't appear to work anymore. Postseason games are at year 2021. Yeah, so 2020 season / 2021 Super Bowl was the last time it worked. Oh. Yeah, so it seems like you can't get NFL data anywhere. Sport Radar US API portal. Um, yeah, so you could pay for it. Where the heck is the official NFL Live Data API? NFL Data API Developer. Oh, yeah, NFL Developer Portal. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so you go to it, introduction, you're getting started. Note, Developer Portal access is only available to NFL partners and clients. If you have any questions, please contact dm.product. So I guess I could contact them. Okay, don't want. What the heck? Don't want people to see my emails. Okay, to here, subject. Is that a person? NFL API access. Hello. I am interested in obtaining access to the NFL API. Can you please share information on how I can do this best? Pat. I bet you're just gonna say it's a bunch of money or not possible, but okay, let's get out of there. We'll see. Okay, so yeah, so long story short, I can't figure out how to get live data. And so if it seems like if you want to use an arbitrage type strategy, you're pretty limited because the only thing you can do is pit exchanges against each other. Different sports books that have different odds exploit those. So, what is there to do then? Well, I've noticed that, ESPN games, you go to the game, you try to see what the score is, it live updates what the win probability is at that point in time. So, I figure you could go read that and use that to predict. So then the first thing I start looking for is ESPN win probability data, and of course you can't find that anywhere either for NFL games. There's no win probability data to be found anywhere. So what I think is I can go try to find the win probability data. I know how to do some web scraping. I can try to scrape the data from the website. So I noticed that every single and then scrape the data from website, and the purpose of that is to create a database of this ESPN win probability data for games as far back as it goes. So you can notice that if you look at the URL, all the URLs are structured the same for these games. And it just says game ID. The URL ends in /game ID / and then there's some specific ID. And every game has a unique ID associated with it. That's this, I don't know how many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Every game has a unique 9-digit number associated with it. So what do I have so far? What I have right now is a function where you can put in a 9-digit number, and if that's a valid ID for one of these games, then it will go pull up the URL, find this game, and pull the data from this graph. It will save the data in a CSV file like the ones here. This is the one I was doing earlier, the Browns versus the Chargers. Okay, there we go. And it's just a table that looks like that. Here is the clean time, I call it. It's just the time that has elapsed in seconds. I guess I need to go look at that. 159. That should be 39 seconds has elapsed. Not 159. 1336 should be 60 plus 24. 84 seconds has elapsed. So that is 120 ahead of where it should be. Okay. This is 100 ahead of where it should be. No, 120. It should be 39. Yeah. So for some reason, each of these is 2 minutes ahead where it should be. I don't know. Well, this shouldn't be hard to fix. Okay. So clean data string, clean time, total seconds elapsed. So it should just be total seconds elapsed minus 120 gives you the amount of seconds elapsed. Okay, so we found a slight error there, but that was easy to fix. So now, okay, yeah, so what does this give us? This gives us the win percentage of the away team. And there it is. And that's the same plot that you'll find on ESPN.com for this game. Okay. And what else do we have? What else does it do for us? Plots. Did it save plots? That is confusing. I guess I deleted it. Well, I can always run a new one. From games 2. Oh, games 2 is already in there. So might as well re-import it with that fix. And might as well fix it. Don't save. And get play history. Okay. So now that's running. And just like I said, it's going. It's reading through them right here. It's stuck, I think, because I hit my mouse on here. Yeah. So run that again. Try not to touch it. And it should be good. Huh. I wonder what's happening. It's just stuck on the same play. Stuck on the same play. Okay. We could control C that thing. And do it again. Okay. So it is a little bit glitchy. It's not a perfect thing, but as far as reading in this sort of data, I don't know. You can try, and if it doesn't work, try again. I don't see why that shouldn't be fine. And so now the cursor's gonna move all the way back to the beginning, then it's gonna start storing the plays, and then move all the way back to the end. Okay. So now what? Now what is happening? That's what I have. So I just have to put in those two simple lines that I put in this window that's now running all this. And so let's see, I have my notes here. Okay, so organized code in classes. That's what I was trying to get done on the last stream I did for this. So that's done. That can go in completed. Here are my to-dos. Add a way to search for games. Add a way to search for games without having to look up game ID. Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So I just need to put in these two simple lines of the first line is I specify the game ID equals game, and then in parentheses you put what the game ID is. Game ID is just this. Oh, and it failed. Oh, because I touched it. So that's another flaw of this is you need to be still on the computer, because if your mouse goes over it, then this quits. But this is the graph that it spits out. I'll do it just one more time just to show it's working. But as you see, all you have to do is say from the file import game, and you just say g equals game, and the one thing that you have to specify is the game ID, which is just up here. And you specify the game ID, and then you do get play history, and it goes and gets it for you on that game ID. And here it is pulling it up. Okay, so that's what I currently have. So you notice that here it's this game ID is given here, and all of these, every single game has a game ID, and the game ID is unique. So what I want to do now is, it's not intuitive what the game IDs are. You can't say, there's nothing to say go get the Steelers game from week 1 or something like that. So I think a few things could be useful, something like that, go get the Steelers game from week 1. But I think the most useful thing for me right now would be to go get a week and a year. So say week 7 of the 2019 season. Go get every game from that season. So if you look at like this, you could go to the full scoreboard for any week, and we could go to say week 4 of this year. There's a few things in the URL, so it's week 4 year 2022 season type 2, so I guess there's a couple of different season types. Probably they updated things with the next gen stats in 2018 or 2019 or whenever that was. Wow, Seahawks Lions was all the way back in week 4. Okay, so there should be something here. The hope is that there's something here. I've looked here before, but the hope is that there would be something here that shows the game IDs. And when I looked here before, you find that there is. If you inspect the, what the heck? I think I need to make this smaller. Yeah. I want to look at this. Okay. So let's move around until we can find it. We want to find move up until we find the thing that highlights the entire game. Right now it's just highlighting the command. Oh, that's getting close to it. Want the whole game. It's a good chunk of that. Looks like it's the whole game. Maybe something bigger. Nope. Yeah, that's what we want. So this. Okay. And I don't know why they put this stupid scroll on it. Trying to read what this says. Flex auto, yeah. And here it is. So that's it. It's that ID 401412345678 9. A 9-digit ID. It's given, and so that is obviously what I want. So what I want to do is go through and find this class, scoreboard, big BG clear white, flex auto, justify between. Find that class. And wherever I find that class, get the unique ID that is associated with that class. So that's what I'm going to write on my to-dos. Find a way to search for games. So, the way I'm going to do that is find each unique game ID, or find each unique ID that is associated with, I don't know what the proper terminology is, associated with, called with, the class, and then I'll just copy and paste the class name. Score. Oh man, they make it hard on you. You can't copy and paste part of it. You have to highlight all of it. So you could just say scoreboard, BG. Oh, yeah, that's right. Scoreboard BG dash CLR dash white flex auto justify between. Okay, so that's the class. So I want to look through, find every element that has get. In Selenium, it would be like get elements by class name, and then give that class name. And then, so get elements by class name, specify the class name, and once you have the element, what's the ID of the element? What's the class name of the element? Selenium Python get ID of element. Selenium Python. First I'll look up get elements by class name. Okay. Oh, 7 years ago. That was a long time ago. By class name, by dot class name. Yeah, I knew it because it was edited 7 days ago. So you could do by. Oh, yeah, so it is or is in all caps. So by dot class name. Okay, class underscore name. So. How do I want to do this? Okay, first, what files do I already have in there? Do I want to make a new file? Do I want to make a new folder? Reading ESPN win probability. I could just do get game IDs dot py. Get underscore game underscore what the heck? IDs dot py. Okay, I'm gonna turn on, make sure that my earphones are plugged in. Well, that's me. Oh yeah, they're working. Okay, cool. Get game IDs dot py. So, so I made it in Ubuntu, and I'm gonna go open it up here. Did that work? I don't know. I don't know. I'm on to the next thing. Okay, touch get game IDs dot py. Oh, okay. And then here I want to exit out. And here you want to do code get game IDs dot py. What the hell? I guess I already made this. Okay. Well, that's cool. I think I'm just gonna delete this though. And oh no. There might be one useful thing in there. Game ID. Game ID. Nope. Nothing useful. Okay. Get play history, games 2. That's what I want to import. I want to copy the imports. Put that into get game IDs. Copy the driver setup. String cleaner. Game. Log plays. Get vals in it. Get date. Driver handler. Yeah, I'm just gonna copy in this nice driver handler class I made. Okay, cool. Yeah, I want this to be a script. I don't care about classes right now. So, okay, so I have driver handler. D is equal to driver handler, of course. D dot get HTTP. Okay. Week is equal to int input what week what week do you want to look for? Year is equal to int input what year do you want to look for? Okay. Okay, so you put in a week and a year. No. First, we're just looking at the year 2022. So we can write I'm thinking. So we have a week, we have a year. Now we could just say URL is equal to. Let's go look at what that URL looks like. Something like that. Copy that, throw it in. Now we can make this an F string. Week 4, so this is just week, that's our variable week. Year 2022 is just our variable year. Cool. And that was easy. And try year. Never mind. Oh, that's what assert is. I forgot how to use asserts. I think assert is just make sure that the value is what you're looking for. Well, I don't care. I'm the only guy using it right now. I'll just put in 2022. Okay, so URL is equal to that. Now, so d dot get http of URL. So now we want to go there. And once we're there, we can say d dot get l oh golly, I forget what it's called. Get elements by class name. I had it somewhere in the browser. Driver dot yeah, so d dot find element. Okay, cool. Not get, but find. Okay, and I already copied that class name down. What the heck is it? Oh man. Where did I put that? I put it somewhere. I swear I thought it was that text document. Oh, I did. There it is. Right in front of my eyes. Okay. So, paste that. Okay. So hopefully, this will just be a list of elements. D dot find elements. Find element. I don't know. Let's see. Selenium, WebDriver, find elements. Okay, so it is find elements. So find elements by class name. Now, okay. Now, no. Okay. So, game elements is equal to. Okay, now I just need to see Selenium get ID of an element. How to grab just element ID. After getting all the elements using below method, run in loop to get all elements IDs. For web element. Oh man, that's not Python, that's confusing. Python. Find element by ID. Selenium, Python, Selenium, Python, get ID of an element. No, I don't want to find the element. I want to figure out what the element is, what the ID is of the element. Selenium, Python, WebDriver, element. Locating elements. Find elements, find elements. Find elements. Know how to locate them. I just want to find what the ideas of the element. Selenium, get ID attribute of element. This is Java. Find element by XPath. Golly, man. Get attribute source. May as well just try that. Get attribute. Get underscore attribute. ID. Okay. For element in game elements print, what was it again? Element dot get attribute. Print element dot get attribute. Okay, nice. Okay, and then I'm gonna just make this a Jupyter notebook so I could just run it right here. Oop, forgot I don't have that here. Never mind, I will not do that. And there you go, run it here. Python get game IDs dot py. What week do we want to look for? Week 5 of 2020. Oops, 22, baby. Find elements isn't a thing we can do. Dot find elements with find element. Find element. Element. So looking for, let's look for week 5, 2022. Okay, it's buffering. Seems like. I don't know what that is. It keeps showing me a device thing. Let's try it one more time. Let's look for what week? Week 3. The year 2022. I must say this is puzzling. Huh. Okay, so we could say from games to import game. Okay, so like this one is 4014314377. Oops. What is this, man? Four zero one four 377 51. Okay. G dot get play history. Okay, that seems to work fine. Now cut this out. Exit. Let's try to run this one more time and see what happens. What week do you want to look for? 2020, or let's go week 4. What year? 2022. Okay, it could be because I made them integers and that didn't really vibe with the URL. Although I think it's still pulling up the URL. I don't know. I'm just gonna try to restart it. Cancel out of here. Let's get out of there. And see what this does. What week? Week 4, 2022 season. Okay. So something's going wrong. Game elements is equal to d.driver dot find element by class name. Print then print type game elements, then print that again. Okay, so save it. Now let's go see what happens. Does that code print? I want to look for week 3, year 2022. Huh. Huh, 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 huh. Print. Dot get attribute. Let's see what that does. What dot get attribute is. Selenium. I get attribute of element from selenium. Get attribute, and you say what the name of the attribute is. Selenium Python. Get find element by ID. Dot get attribute. Elements. What? I don't get it. So for element in game element, let's just see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna use the Python debugger because this confuses me. Import pdb dot set trace. Okay. We want week 4, we want 2022. Great. What? Really is having trouble with the USB stuff. Okay, good. I'm still in PDB. Now, for element in game elements. So if that's what I want, Okay, and I am back. Okay, so now what's happening? Oh yeah, I want I get this scoreboard. Big white flex on. I don't know what I'm missing, but we could just get every single one. Copy. Selector. I don't want the X path. Maybe I do. Maybe I want the relative X path. Okay. I'll just try that. I'll just say find elements by X path. And then put my new X path in there. Oh. That's not what I want. I want to find the ID. Okay. I thought that would be the X path. Would give us a relative thing. Copy selector. Find element. I wonder if I could find element by CSS selector. Find element by. Yes, you can do CSS selector. Well, what the heck? Very cool. Okay, so now I've copied the CSS selector. Here's to hoping it goes well. Don't be an ID. Damn it. Control Z, 014, 014, Control Z, 4014. That doesn't do anything, man. Let's see, let's try a new approach. Selenium. Get ID of every element on a page. Oh man, why can't I pick the class? I don't, it's, they specify the class. Maybe if I do class name and then if I just do scoreboard instead of all that other crap. Because I know all that stuff is just like CSS stuff. Formatting stuff. I'll find everything. Oh no, not XPath. Scoreboard. Okay. Now, see if that does what we want. Okay, so what week you want to look for? 3, what year? 2022. And oh, now I'm back to the Python debugger. Print elements. What did I call that again? Print game elements. Hey, nice. Now there are game elements. No. Oh, it's because I added that text thing. That was incorrect. I knew that was incorrect, but I was just trying stuff. Get game IDs. Okay, I think this should finally work now. Let's go week 5 of 2022. Pulls up the browser. Oh, I forgot. We're back in the debugger. Oh, gonna do continue. Hey, and there it is. Every unique ID. Well, that wasn't so bad. So now what? This will be easy to adapt into a function. And what's this function do? This gets the ID of every game. Give it a week, give it a year, and it'll spit out the IDs. Very cool. Okay. Now I will take a break, and when I come back, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna figure a way to. Oh, I'm gonna start looking more at the URLs. What's up with the season type thing? This is season type 2. How many season types are there? I assume there's only 2. And then what's next? I have to figure out the season types. Oh, and figure out how far back the data goes. Once I figure out how far back the data goes, it should be pretty easy to go through the week for every year and each week for every year. And then once I finish with that, then I could just specify the years. And once I finish with that, then I could do a script, and I could either just do that on this live stream, have it go live, or set up a live stream tomorrow of it automatically getting all the data. But that will be very cool. I'll probably do that in tomorrow's live stream because I want to set up a new Python repository, and that's where I'm going to keep the information, and people could go there to get it. So if you want to if you want to download the data yourself, then you could get it there. So that's going to be a new repository. So I have to set that up, make it, copy over the code files, put those there, and then write a script that will do it, set everything up, and it'll be good to go, which is very cool. So let me turn on some music, and I will be right back. Ooh, canceled out of my YouTube. YouTube, come on. Okay, let's go copyright free. Copyright free background music. Okay, there you go. We're about halfway through this. Okay, I'm back. Um, okay, so, um, where are we? What do we want to do, man? Oh yeah, so I've got the elements. Got the elements. For element and element. So that's cool and stuff. Now, I just want to make it a oh class. We could call this class weeks. Weeks games, like games of the week. We could call it games. Weeks games is awkward. So we could just say games of week. Okay. How do we want to initialize it? Okay, inputs should be week and then year. Okay. That year is equal to year. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn the music back on. I'll come in and talk when it makes sense. Okay, so now it's time to prove that this works. This makes sense to me on paper. I think it should work. So let's go down here. Let's go back into Python. Let's do from games to.py import games of week. Okay. Oh. What the heck? No module named games2.py. Oh, duh. It's games2. Okay, GW is equal to games of week. And like I wrote there, first argument is week, second argument is year. So, let's look for week 4, 2022. Now let's do g dot get IDs. Oops. GW dot get IDs. Oop. Don't want to be on the web page. Hell yeah. That is nice. I don't know why it shows me that crap every time. I forgot. I have to close the browser. Okay, let's look that up really quick. Selenium, close browser. Oop, not just any Selenium, Python. How to use close and quit. Driver. Oh, that looks easy. Close method closes. I think quit should work. Because here we could quit for sure. Get play history. Yeah, once you're done with all that, you do self.d.driver .quit, brother. And then, where do I want to quit the driver down here? I guess before I return self, before I return the driver. So, same exact thing. Cool. Hopefully that should stop that stupid thing from popping up afterwards. It's annoying. Should we import that? Let's do that. GW equals that. GW.get IDs. Close it down. Really? I should close it down. Look what you've done. Huh. Well, that is weird. I'm gonna try quitting this and trying that again. Okay, Python from games to import, goodness gracious, import games of week. Alright, GW equals games of week. Let's get week 1 of 2022. Oops. Incorrect capitalization. And GW dot get IDs. That's cool, man. Hell yeah. Works like a charm. And we have a list of IDs. So, that's pretty cool. Now, No. Okay, I could either for the next thing do something where I get data from the games. The default could be all. Get data. I can make a new class called a data getter. That's just a list. Oh. Well, this is silly. Might as well just get every game from the list. Define get games. Get data of self. Okay. So, how do you want to get data? Get data, get data. Well, okay, what was I putting in to get that? It's in here. I think I just put in game of ID. Oh, wow, that is really easy. I forgot, of course. Wow, that is nice. Self dot game is equal to game. Oh, okay. I have to iterate through each ID. So for ID in self dot IDs self dot game is equal to game of ID. Just to make sure, let's say integer ID. Okay, so that gives us the game object, and then you could just do self dot game dot find first play, get date, get play. I think we might get play history. Yep. Dot get play history. Do we want to plot it? Default true, save default true. Man, that is cool. Okay. And that's it. Wow. That's amazing. Okay. So now I can pretty easily get, it'd be pretty easy to get data for a year. You just iterate through weeks for each season. Now what do we want to find? Okay. Add a way to search for games without having to look for game ID. Did it. Find each unique ID that is associated with the class. Did that. Find method that makes it easier to find games. Did that. That's what it is. Write function that looks to see if the data already exists. Did not do that. So we can cut that from to do. And add to completed. Write function that looks to see if the data already exists. Okay, whatever. Write code for reading in odds data. Write live script, latency assessment, GUI, clean up games. That doesn't matter. Make graph look like it does. Bad, doesn't matter. Test whether the failure encountered in last week's Cardinals Rams. Boring. Doesn't matter, boring. Okay. What do I want to do? Write function that looks to see if the data already exists. Okay. Who cares? Bleh. So I could already get all the games for a week. Very easy. That is cool. That is cool. Now what do I want to do? I could just write a script. Oh, duh. Okay. Find how many years when probability data goes back. Find how to address different season types in the URLs. Okay. That's the next thing, so that our function can be robust. And then from there we have to make the get data function, get date function more robust so that it doesn't fail if it's a game that's happened this most recent week, because we want to be able to go in and, you know, watch the game. So, week 1, Hall of Fame, NFL scoreboard. What if we just go to season, what if we just change the URL? 2021. Season type 2. Okay. Okay. 2020. Nice. $2019. Cool. I'm just gonna keep going back. Let's do a big jump though. Let's try 2014. Wow. There's already 2 teams that their logo doesn't exist anymore. Wow. Chargers. Why? Because they're the LA Chargers now? I don't think they've changed their logo. Alright. No, dang it. How do we find games from previous years? Scoreboard. Oh, Gamecast, duh. Yeah, so they didn't have that in 2014. Now, what if we go to 2018? Let's see, Gamecast. Yes, they do have it. Okay. Split the difference. What about 2016? Gamecast. Yup. Now let's go see 2015. Do they have it? Gamecast. No. Interesting. Wonder if they have the Gamecast. No, that's interesting. So, okay, 2016, I think, should be the first year. Fitzmagic, they show there. Okay, 2016. What else was I thinking of looking at? I don't remember. Whatever. Cool. So, 2016 is the first year. Oh, that's right. The season type. What if I do season type 1? That doesn't make a difference. So notes, season type doesn't make a difference with respect to whether there is win probability, data in Gamecast, win probability, data begins for the 2016 season. Okay, cool. So we figured that out. So now if we want to get everything for a year, it should be pretty easy. Now let's go back to the to-dos. Find how many years when probability data goes back. Find how to address different season types. Write function that looks to see if the data already exists. Okay. So let's write a function that checks if the data exists. I don't think that should be too hard, and I think that should make it nice. When we fill in the gap, although we could just see, let's see if it just overwrites it, because if it will just overwrite it, then who cares anyway? If it just overwrites it, who cares anyway? That's what I say. Okay, what am I thinking? I'm distracted. I keep thinking about different things. I'm thinking about adding hashtags to the stream so that people will see it. And I forgot what I was thinking about with what I was gonna do here. Oh, test to see if it overwrites. It doesn't save to plots. That's curious. That is curious. So it does plot results. Plot results. Yeah. Plot results of save name. If save name is not equal to blank. Try plt.savefic. Save name. Plot results, save name, serve name, // plots. Oh, it's lowercase plots. Well, really, what the hell? Plot test 1 saved, plot test 2 saved. Oh man. But if we tell it to save, plot is equal to true. If plot is equal to true, plot results of save name self.d.driver.quit. I don't get why it's not saving the results. Well, regardless, we can go see. Oh man, before. Oh, dang it. I forgot. So also before I could start getting all of the data, I need to write another function. What does this function have to do? So get play history. I have to write this. What was I thinking? I have to write this before I get the data. I have to write this. Oh, that's right. How to get the date for games that have taken place within the last week. So, so, okay. Bengals Panthers. Let's see what we got. So, let's get this game ID. Oh, it does say 11-6. I guess it's because Bengals didn't play last week. It must have been. So, Bengals Titans. Let's get the Titans. They beat the Broncos. I think that was last week. Let's ride. Yeah, 4 days ago. So, if we do... Well, yeah, just what is that? Timestamp. Now let's go ESPN, NFL football scores. Now I'm at the 22 season, brother. What? Week 4, year 2026. How did I do that? 2022. Okay. Now, let's just look here. Oh, this is a pregame. So let's get Ravens. Inspect. Oh. Date. Timestamp. First get class. Get class timestamp. So first get class timestamp, then get the text that's associated with class timestamp. So if we're to open this up real quick, we want to say, oops, sorry. Okay, so in games2.py, when we're in plot results, save data, get date, here we go. So first thing we do is time stamp is equal to self dot d dot driver dot find element by xpath and oh no by class name, and the class name we're looking for is Oh shit, where was it? Timestamp. Duh. Yeah, timestamp. Okay. Now, um, stamp text is equal to time stamp dot text, and then if print stamp text, just so I could check it to make sure it's working well, and then print it to make sure it's working well. Where was I? Timestamp dot text, and then you print stamp text to make sure it's working well. Okay, and then my hunch is that the end of it will be D, because it's like 4D, 5D, whatever, for some number of days. So if stamp text of -1 is equal to if stamp text of -1 is equal to lowercase d, then self.prettyDate is equal to date.text. Oh man. Oh man, okay. So first, I forget this stuff. Python get current date minus n days. How long have I been doing this stream for is now the new question. Just real quick, just wondering. Okay. If I go here. What's that? Dang, almost 2 hours. Pretty good. Okay. X out of here. How to subtract. Oh, nice. That's what I want. Subtract 5 days from current date. Hey, buddy. Shh. Buddy. Shh. Okay. So that seems pretty easy. Let's see. Python 3 from datetime import time delta date dot today minus time delta Wow, that makes things pretty easy. Um, Now I just have to find out how to put it in the same format. So, uh, Python, date, time, spell out on object. Maybe you could do print. I think that might be what happens. Well, or if you do string. Where, where is it? Yeah, that's right. So, no, that's not what I want. I guess it was in Ubuntu. Okay, let's make that a string. Oops, all caps. String. Oh man. Psh, that sucks. Okay. So what's the format here? Python date time. I want it to say November or December or whatever, but I don't think it's going to do that, so. Ooh, today.month. Does that do it? Why don't they show the output? Okay. So today, date.today, dot month, date. God dang it. Okay, Python, date time, spell out month. Get month name from number, import date time. Oh. %B d dot strf time. Heck yeah. So B percent Y percent B percent D. 2022 November 17. Okay, so what does October 23, 2022. Hey. Hey, man. Okay, I have to figure out what the pretty date looks like. Oh, the pretty date is the one that's on the plot. God damn it. No plots. Okay, we'll go look here. Plot test 2. Yeah, so it's just November 7, comma 2022. Oh man, that's nice. Okay, then date is equal to okay, I'm gonna have to import date time. Let's go find back where we were. So 9 days ago, and then date is equal to date time dot date dot today minus date time dot time delta of num days ago. Okay. If stamp text num days ago, date is equal to that. And then we can say that self dot tight date is equal to date dot strf time. The tight date would be NFL betting. Let's go to data, and so tight date is month, so percent %B. Where's the tight date? Tight date. Okay, so month, percent %B, and then day, I believe. Yep. Percent %D, and then percent %Y. Okay. Now, what's wrong with that? What wasn't closed? Method strf time format string. Oh, I gotta put quotations around it. Okay, cool. I wonder why that's different colors. Whatever. It should work just fine. So that's our tight date. Now we want our pretty date for this method. And it's just state.strf time. And then what was it? Percent B. So like today would be November, space, percent D, comma, space, percent Y. And so that's the case of if the last letter of stamp text is a D, which means that the game has occurred within the last week, and previously that caused it to fail. So now you test it. This was the game that happened in the last. Yep. So here it says 4D. Now with the old method, it fails. Let's see if it works with the new method. Actually, I'm gonna exit again. Make sure this is saved. Okay. And pi from games. Oops. From games to import game. Okay. From games to import game. What do I make of that? Okay, man, I'm tired. It's been a long day. I just want to finish this. I want to get it done. From games to import game. Okay, now we could say G is equal to game. And where's that game we want from this week? Where's that game we want from this week? Okay. Go to the game ID. Nah, dang it. Need to see more of the URL. Game of. The game is 4014 378 378 39. And then we do G dot. Forgot what it is. Get plays, get plays, get plays. Log plays. G dot log plays. Play equals self dot D dot driver. What fails? Line 164 and log plays. One 60. Okay, so then we get vowels. That throws an error and get vowels. 134 plays equals self dot D dot driver dot find element by XPath. Driver handler has no attribute driver. Yeah, it does. What? Self.d is equal to driver handler. Oh. Is it because... Okay. Self.driver. So I guess I could put this there. Okay, cool. Now save. Okay. Now let's exit and go back in. Hmm. That's weird. I wonder what's happening. Try doing it again. Oh. Yeah. Trying to throw me for a loop. So game G equals game. Yeah. G dot log plays. Something goes wrong. Something goes wrong. No such element. Unable to locate element. XPath. Log plays. Error and get vals. 134 and get vals. I don't know. This kind of confuses me. So I'm gonna play it safe. I'm just gonna revert this back to what it was. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna exit and try to replicate. Error. Driver handler has no attribute driver. Game get balance. So log plays, and when we log plays, oh man, duh, exit. Oh no, I just don't want that. I just want get play history, not log plays. Oh good. Okay, good. So let's get play history. And so this game should fail according to the previous code, but if the fix I just made is valid, then it should work here. And we will know. You could see it's the cursor on the browser that's being controlled by the test software. You could see that the cursor is moving over to the left. And whenever that gets all the way to the very beginning, then it will either fail. That's where it was failing last time. And if it doesn't fail there, then I fixed it. So let's see. Oh, the suspense. Okay, here it comes. And hey, it didn't fail. Cool. Um, well, nice. So now what? Um, I'm just gonna double check with that Cardinals game to make sure that it solved the problem. So the Cardinals game was the Cardinals game from last week. Okay, Titans, common opponents, Giants. Nice, I know the Giants played the Seahawks. Where the hell? The Giants. Giants played the Seahawks, took an L, of course. Go to the Seahawks. Seahawks played the Cardinals, go to the Cardinals. Cardinals' most recent game at the Rams. And here's the game ID. This failed before, so this should verify that it works now. Game, and get play history. Hopefully it works. Okay, so I'm gonna open up the notes. How to get the date for games that have taken place within the last week. Done with that. Write function that looks to see if the data already exists. I haven't done that. Code for reading odds data. Live script for probability scraping. Live script for odds. Latency assessment. GUI. Clean up games.py. Make graph. Test whether failure encountered. Well, if it passes the test, then I'll erase that off the to-do list. And did it fail? Nope. Going back forwards. Good to go. Fix the problem. Okay, cut. Put that in completed. Okay, what's next? Checks if the data already exists. Okay. I am gonna see. Now I'm gonna do a test where I'm gonna try to overwrite the data. And let's see if I can overwrite the data successfully. If I can overwrite the data successfully, I don't give a shit about checking if it's already there. So Detroit versus Seattle, we could go to that game. Seattle, where are they? Seahawks. And Detroit Lions, 48-45. This is such a fun game. And there's the game ID. So G is equal to game. That's the game ID, and then g.get play history. Okay, so now the test is we're gonna see if this overwrites the Excel file that's in here. So the Excel file here is from October 28th. So if it writes over, if the date here is more recent from October 28th, then I know I've succeeded. I could remove that from the to-do list because it doesn't really matter. And then the to-do here would be set up script to read all data from all years. And then set up repository strictly for NFL win probability data. And then scrape data. Cool. So, what I'm hoping is, my hope is that this will be pretty easy and I could set up the repository and stuff in like maybe 20 or 30 minutes. Fingers crossed. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking and put on music. Boom. So there it is. There's the plot. Once again, you see the plot matches it, killed it. Let's see if it overwrote the data that we had. Yep, now it's from 1117. All good. Don't care about doing that anymore. Set up script to read all data from all years. Set up repository strictly for NFL win probability data. I'll have to do some of that not on stream, so that people don't see my stuff. And then I have to scrape data. I have to decide whether I want to do that from ESPN.com. I mean, whether I want to do that on live stream, or if I want to do that as a time lapse. I should probably do some timing to figure out how long it would take. I mean, we could start by just doing all the games from 2022. Cool. So, now I have a Python. Let's do a Python script. So, exit, touch, scrape, games.py. Okay. And then up in here, exit, then we're gonna open up, code, scrape, games.py. Okay, cool. We could say from games to import star year is equal to 2022. Weeks is equal to, go here, pi, import numpy as np. I just forget how it works, so I have to refresh myself. np.arange 10, so if we do np.arange, let's see, 8, I know there have been 8 weeks, right? How many weeks have there been? week 8, week 11. Oh, wow, week 10. So there have been 10 weeks. Let's get the first 8 weeks. So mp.arange 8. So we're going to do that plus 1. Okay, plus 1. Then we convert it to a list. Dot to list. Weeks equal mp.arange 8 plus 1 dot to list. So for week and weeks games equal games of week, and a week is week. And year equals year. And then you can do games of week. Games 2.py, or you know, games 2. Games of week dot get data, self dot game for ID and self dot IDs. Dot get IDs and then get data. Get IDs, get data. Okay. And then games dot get IDs and then games dot get data, and I think I should be good, except I want to check to make sure that the plot worked. What the heck? Why won't it work? Oh man, that's frustrating. Maybe it's because it needs capital P plots. Let's try. I just wish it didn't take so long to read. Now I gotta wait a bunch of time again. Pi. Okay. From games to import game. G is equal to game. And what's the ID? G is equal to game. Nice. G dot get play history. Boom. Now I hope that it saves the plot. Oh no, it probably won't. I have to interrupt, exit, make sure this file's saved. Back into Python. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Alright, now we should see if the plot saves. I'm going to turn on the music back on and stop talking. What did I do? I might have clicked on the thing, moused over the thing on accident. I don't know. Oh, I guess that's a problem with making a script. Yeah, let's just try again. But one problem with making a script is it will be hard to, one problem will be hard to, it'll be hard to, like, if it fails for some reason, it'll be hard to account for that. But that's okay. Good golly, I'm tired. Okay, back to the music. Let's see. Let's fingers crossed, hope it don't fail again. I guess I could see how to. I guess it would be good to just keep this always at the same spot. And maybe I could turn this down. I don't know how that sounds. I hope that sounds okay. Okay, so, uh, what was I going to say? Oh, my script, scrape games, games that get IDs, games that get data. Wow, it's really as simple as that. And so look at that. If you wanted to scrape games for every year, I mean, I could do that so easily. But I should have a trial run first. Let's just see how 22 goes. How 2022 goes. Okay, so Control C. I'm just gonna read in games from the first 8 weeks. And you know what? I don't even want to do the first 8 weeks. That's gonna be a lot. Let's just look at the first 4 weeks. So it'll be a lot of games. It'll look really cool. And let's do Python. Scrape. Games.py. And off it goes. Okay. Oh. Oh, that's right. Go play history is right. Okay, so now I'm just testing to make sure that this works because I don't use this that much. Silly dot text w as f dot right silly 5. Why I printed a 5. Okay, so go back to here. Reading ESPN when probability. Silly. Nice. Very good. Okay. So now this try except loop should handle when it encounters an error, and then this results scrape results.txt file should tell us how successful the scrape is. So I think it should be good. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking and put music back. Okay, so game should be outside of the try loop. Games.get IDs should be outside of the try loop. Actually, results. I don't think this should even be in. I think this should be in the games of week for ID and self.IDs. Yeah. So here I could just put games of week for ID in self.IDs, self.games. So first results is equal to um okay, for ID and self.IDs, and then results. Okay, so I'm gonna save the results somewhere. So we get results, and then for ID and self.IDs, self.game is equal to that, and then we're gonna try self.game.get play history. And then if that works, then we're gonna say results dot append one for success, except so if that doesn't work, if getting play history doesn't work, we're gonna do results dot append 0, and then once it's all said and done, we're gonna print the results, and then with open. Now, what if I do with open silly dot text a plus as f ow with open oh f dot right silly right line 2. Okay, so that's just testing the A plus works method. That A plus method works no matter what. So now that that works, will be good. Let's write the results and go to the next line. Now for week and weeks. We could just go back, and just do get data back to, and it's simple. Cool. So let's save this. And now let's do results file name is equal to year plus, let's just make it a function string year underscore week underscore results dot text. Results file is equal to results file name dot slash results scrape results slash okay, now I'm gonna go in here and just add a folder for scrape results so that part of the code doesn't fail. Okay, now we should have some custom results that are saved. So let's try to run this again. The script, that is. Let's go. Back to the music. Alright, so that first one quit, as we could have expected, because that's what was happening. And now, just as I had hoped, it moves on to the next one. We could check the results file to make sure We found that it quit properly. Oh, it's only gonna write to the results file once it's done with the games for this week, so it has to do 16 games or something like that. Well, I probably should have had it right into the results file sooner. But, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna let the music keep playing and I'll come back when it's close to being done. That, is the end of that one. This one finished. I guess it pauses and doesn't know what to do after. Oh, it's because this is open. Well, let's look at this while we can, because this is weird. It says supposedly at that point, 1726. Okay. This is 1726. Their win probability went down to 0.3. What? 126 seconds. New Orleans win probability. Started low. Oh man, it's backwards still. That's Atlanta win probability. I just don't understand. Just suddenly it swung way in favor of Atlanta at 1600 seconds. So right after the start of the third. Yeah, I just don't get it. The graph is confusing. Okay, so that means it went heavily in favor of New Orleans. 1725 seconds. I don't know how to read this y-axis. That's confusing. Oh, may as well close it. Now it's on to the next one. Okay, so once it finishes getting the game, games 2, get data, self.d.driver.quit. And let's get play history, and then it quits. Okay, new window popped up. Chrome is being automated by test software. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. It's wrong. Console window. Huh. Weird. Well, now it's going. I guess it just needed some prompting. So I could go back and look at this wacky graph. That is not really what it looks like, or what it should look like. Why does it have that? Oh. That thing's all messed up. That is not close to the right plot. This, however, is the right plot, which is weird. Oh, I believe it's the right plot. I have to look again. Okay. Back to the music. Or actually, I'm just gonna stop this, and then I'll have the data later. And I'll share it later. Okay.